Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Misty Petrella, and I am here with Dana Croy, right? I said that. Did I say that right? Yes, yes, I did. Yes, yes. And the two of us, actually, let me change the view here a little bit. Gallery view. There we go. That's better. The two of us are part of a new book coming out tomorrow, September 1st on Amazon.com. I'm so excited. This is well, I'll tell you the title first before we start down our conversation. It's called A Day in the Life, written for coaches, by coaches, about being an amazing coach. And that fits in with my work just perfectly. I don't know about you, but it fits right in with my work. Okay, so tell us more about your work, Dana. Tell us why you decided to be a part of this book, why you were so excited, all this good stuff.
Yeah, so I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and I work a lot with people here, but I also work with people outside of the area, of course, like a lot of coaches do, because we're all doing sort of, kind of a hybrid thing, right? Like online, in person, we're teaching. And one of the things that I do, well, let me kind of take a step back. What I say is I clear the way for your best life. I do clutter clearing. And I do that sort of in the physical realm, right? I go into your house and I help you figure out what isn't serving you or what's blocking you, and I do space clearing. But I have taken that and I do.
That is I'm a feeler, right? So I can tell when things are in the space. So that's so cool that you do that. I don't know anyone who just clears space. That's cool.
Thank you, and I can do it remotely too. But I have taken that also and applied it to heart-centered entrepreneurs, because what I have found is that there's so many people out in the world with gifts, right? We have these amazing gifts, but time after time, what I have found that's a challenge for coaches and for whether you're a psychic or even a reader or a healer, maybe you've got a yoga practice. A lot of those people are so focused on their gifts that they end up with a lot of business clutter. They don't have great websites, or they don't have great social media presence, or really they're not process oriented because they're so focused on serving, right? They've got that right. It's what we do.
Yeah.
And I have a business background, so I've been able to take that and apply that kind of clutter clearing idea with my business clients.
That's cool.
And with this book, when I saw this opportunity through Scorpio Press with Kelly Caldwell, I saw it on Instagram. I don't know why Spirit put it in front of me that day. I'll be honest with you. And I'm a slow mover. Okay, I'm a Cancer. I like to go well, and I move slowly. But I saw this, and I went to my husband and I said, "This is for me. I'm going to do this," because it was going to put me in a situation where I was working with a lot of other coaches and kind of allowing me to expand my own work, but also to kind of what's important to my work and how have I built my business. And I'm doing a lot of virtual things, but I've really built my business through one-on-one relationships and face-to-face, which has allowed me to kind of create testimonials and to really just expand my world.
Oh, it's so cool. So you're talking about the importance of interpersonal relationships, right? I mean, that's beautiful. So, okay. So give us a little rundown. Don't give away the chapter goodness. Don't give away the goods yet, but give us a little smidge of what you're talking about in your chapter.
Oh gosh, let me think about which kind of tool to pull out. So one of the things for me personally, and what I say is that we coach from our perspective. I believe that as coaches, when we're led to this field, it's because it's from our own personal need and events in our life that have shaped us and brought us to this place. And I think that that's hard for a lot of people. And for me, what was happening, and actually, I'm a follower of Denise Duffield Thomas, and I laughed because this summer I watched a video of hers, and she was talking about that, and I was like, that is spot on. And it was that people always come to me, I'm that person, right, that everybody comes to. I get the phone calls and the emails and the texts, and people are like, do you have advice for this? Do you have advice for this? And I lived in that world for a long time, and it was very draining. And my husband one day said to me, you have to start charging people. This is not okay anymore. Yeah. And it took me a long time to come to that place to be okay with that. And what I realized was, number one, I'd really been building this business for a long time through those one-on-one relationships. And it was those relationships that allowed me to put my business out there, to start going to people and saying, hey, this is what I'm doing. And people wanted to hire me and they wanted to pay me money, which was just, it was gratifying. It just was amazing. And that's really where my business has been built from, are these one-on-one interpersonal relationships that I have fostered for years.
That is cool. So now you're going to show other coaches how to do it.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a very cool idea.
Yeah.
I've already read our chapter and it's awesome. Just so
Oh,
you know.
thank you. Thank you.
Of course. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so this is what I think a lot of people think about who are in our work, right? Because there's probably a lot of people watching this who are like, dang, I got to have a book too, right?
Yeah.
But what was your biggest, like what came up for you in the writing of this book? Because I had some stuff come up, but this one's not about me. So what came up for you? What was scary about writing a book, right?
Okay, so nothing. Nothing.
Nothing came up. I felt like you were like, there was something, and then you're like, no, that's not really right.
Well, here's what came up. I say nothing. That's not entirely true. I didn't have any. I think what came up is I released a reluctant part of myself, that part that's not validated, right? Okay, so we're constantly seeking validation. And what happened was, again, my husband's my biggest cheerleader and I love him. And so I said to him, I'm going to do this thing and it's like 2,500 words or whatever it was, right? 3,000 words. And he said, oh, you'll have that to them by like 10 o'clock this morning. And, and I said, oh, maybe. But yeah, and so I sat down and I was able to do this. And that's part of this coaching process for myself. We all work with coaches. I don't know, maybe you don't.
No, I have several actually.
Okay. So we all work with coaches, but then I think we're coaching ourselves through our own issues.
Oh yeah.
And what I realized was, oh my God, I've been doing this work for my business itself is relatively new in the scheme of my life. I've been doing this stuff for 20 years. And it really was just eye-opening to me to allow me to write this and see where I am with my own journey and feel really great about that.
That is so cool. Actually, I sort of had a similar experience. I'm like, I have the money mindset chapter, which I haven't just introduced. So I know you know, but they don't know. So I have the money mindset chapter. And I was like, what do I need to say about money? There's so many things, right? So then, very good point. Like, where am I in this? And that's so beautiful. That's what I love. Every time I write something, I learn about myself in the process, even if it's just like a blog article or a post for a new thing I have or whatever, you know, I find it to be powerful. Okay. So we just have a couple more minutes here. So what is your favoritist, that's the technical word, what is your favoritist thing about our book?
Oh, wow. I don't even know. I'm not that kind of a person that I always have like one thing, because I see sort of the rainbow, right? I see the whole picture. And what was astonishing to me and a couple of things. I actually love that I've met all these women, even if it's just
amen. High five on that.
I love that. And when I'll share with I'll share with everybody something I shared with you ladies on the Facebook page, which is when I was sort of going through trying to promote each of you as well in some way, I went to your websites, I went to your Facebook pages, and I was astonished, and felt very gratified that I was able to participate with these women that have such a wealth of knowledge in their own, in their own realm. So that's probably it. Yeah. I
have to agree with you. I think that's like really high up there. Like the authors that are in this book, I'm like, oh, I am in great. Like, go me. Yeah. Yeah. We're in with some amazing women. I think that's very, very cool. And Kelly's such a great leader. So I think it's a beautiful group. I agree with you.
Well, it is. And I think all the coaches that are part of this, there's something fearless that you have to recognize within yourselves, or you've released that fear to step into a project like this with 12 women, really 13 with Kelly, we do not know one another. We sort of, jumped off the cliff and took a leap of faith, and it's really turned out to be this amazing project.
It really has. And the time just went zoop.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of think we all knew that would happen because we had a quick delivery date, but geez,
Yes.
the time went by quick. We're launching, you guys. We're launching tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to say to your viewers or mine about this project?
Yeah, something that I probably have not done the best job at publicizing. Well, I always say I'm a do-gooder at heart, and I think that people who coach in general we're all do-gooders, right? We all serve people. And this project, the proceeds are going to Women for Women International. So I love that I've stepped into a project where not only am I sharing something with people, but there are women around the world who are going to benefit in some way from this, and I'm really excited to be part of that.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up. I totally forgot to even say it. Oh, nice job, Dana. You guys, seriously, this proceeds of this book are going to women. You can look, I think it's women2women.org, I believe is the website. I should know that. I'll know that by the time I do my next video. But women2women.org, and you can look up, they're serving women that are sort of on these border countries. I think, isn't that a lot of what they're doing, where there's strife going on borders?
Well, I think it's beyond that. I think it's anywhere that we're seeing women be horrifically oppressed and needing support, needing education, because we know that women, statistically do better when they have education under their feet to support them. And I think that's a big part of what they do. But I think it goes way beyond that, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I think just anywhere that women are just horrifically oppressed.
That is so beautiful. I know woefully small about this thing, but I'm going to go find out more myself. I encourage you to do so as well, guys. Okay, Dana, thank you so much.
Thank you, Misty.
Yeah, I'm so glad we got a chance to talk. You can find out, why don't you give us a couple of places where people can find you? What's the best place for people if we want to go find out more about your work?
Yeah, just go to my website because that links to everything else I do, danacroy.com.
Really easy. C-R-O-Y, just so you know.
C-R-O-Y, not C-R-O-I-X. Everybody wants to give me the French. danacroy.com. Come visit me there. I've been blogging. I've been a mom blogger since 2008, and it's just become, a lot more. So I'm so grateful, Misty. You're such a cheerleader, and it's been so enjoyable to see your posts and to talk with you on our weekly meetings. And I hope we have more opportunities to work together.
I have no doubt that we will. I think a lot of us are probably going to be doing some of this work because, again, such an amazing group. So
yes.
Thank you so much. It's my honor to be in this book with you. So thank you for being a part of it. And thanks for being courageous and jumping on with me today. So this is beautiful.
Okay, well, you have a great day.
You too, doll. Thanks, guys, for joining us. We'll see you on the flip side. Bye.
Bye.